report is due out this summer. In it, Fife expects to see a larger economic impact. He says every year more than $4 million in local revenue is generated.
That number actually has ramifications throughout all of El Paso Center.
The money comes from permits, sales tax, and hotel stays.
Another new development is coming along after years and years of planning is Art Space El Paso, which will provide affordable live workspace for artists here in the downtown arts district. And that's the project we're really excited about.
I wasn't the only one excited about the art space downtown. Luca Alvarez, art student at the University of Texas at El Paso, hopes to take advantage of the opportunity as well.
Of course, if I can, if it's available, if it's not that hard to get back to the film.
After 5 years on the project, Art Space is set to open in June. This is Tony Carvajal reporting for Borderzine.
The tourism industry supports 2,500 jobs, and there's more good news. Hotel occupancy is up at 68%. That's higher than the state and nation.
El Paso's proximity to Mexico impacts art in a unique way. The culture is illustrated in pieces now seen across the nation. I spoke to one defining Chicano artist.
Airbrushing. I need to have a plan.
73-year-old Gaspar Enriquez has been making art about the Cholo, Pachuco, and Tijuana countercultures for many decades.
For a lifestyle that Chicanos and Mexican adapt with more of self-esteem and an identity to be recognized.
He remembers dressing like the people in his art and proudly recalls border life.
I was born Mexican American, but I chose to be a Chicano.
Christian Gersheimer, curator at the El Paso Museum of Art, says our border has influenced many artists like Enriquez.
The border is like no other region of the world, of the country, because many people in this part of the country cross the border often because they have family or business across the border, and that sort of binational lifestyle doesn't really happen in Oklahoma or in Ohio.
Today, Enriquez includes that cross-border lifestyle in most of his works.
I use my ex-students as metaphors for my life.
This mural was put up at Bowie High School in honor of Enriquez, who taught here for 13 years. He is responsible for murals at Southwest University Ballpark and the illustrations in the Rodolfo Anaya's home, Elegy on the Death of Cesar Chavez. He also has works in actor Cheech Marine's private collection, which have toured the country. Enriquez has inspired many of his students, including the current Bowie High School art teacher. Reporting for Borderzine, this is Andrea Granado.
Tom Lee is another local artist who used our region as his canvas. Our Jaquan White shares a behind-the-scenes look at his museum.
That's what Tom was. Even though he was a great artist.
Tom Lee Institute.
That's what Tom was. Even though he was a great artist.
Tom Lee Institute manager Arturo Flores is passionate about Tom Lee, one of El Paso's most famous artists. The Institute, which began in 2009, houses countless Tom Lee sketches, paintings, books, and artifacts.
We are currently in the process of acquiring all the copyright pieces. Either they belong to the Tom Lee family or the Institute, but they are transferring all the copyright over to the Institute. So if you don't have it yet, we are going to get it.
The Institute estimates that it currently has 300 original Tom Lee works. Each is protected by glass or carefully stored in drawers. You can also catch a glimpse of his work desk.
So as I said, he's an amazing player. How he, whatever medium he selected, they choose.
The staff at the Institute are dedicated to collecting and protecting the works of Lee for future generations. His mural at the old federal courthouse, for example, requires special lighting to protect the integrity of the painting. Lee's art can be seen all around El Paso, thanks to his generous donations.
The mural at the library downtown he just donated it. The last play, that one, he just donated it.
The Institute is funded by donors, such as former First Lady Laura Bush, through the sale of limited edition lithographs of Lee's work and sponsorships. For Borderzine, Jaquan White.
The Tom Lee Institute is located in the Chase Bank building and offers monthly tours of Lee's murals and other works downtown. When it comes to music, you can definitely find a variety in our area.
Amy Licerio visited 2 local musicians working their way to success.
For the 8 Mac Man, we're from El Paso. I'm a Texas country singer-songwriter.
This puts food in my family's table and myself. So I got 2 kids. I'm married. I have a wife, and they depend on me.
El Paso musicians like Abe Mack make a living doing what they love, but say it comes with a cost.
The struggles of it are trying to make your financial budget and actually making the investment on things that you want to achieve.
Though challenging, Mack says it's the fans that keep him going.
It's been great. You get to dancing. You get a couple of songs for them to reminisce on life, crying and laughing and having a good time drinking. So it's working.
While some of El Paso's musicians are still looking for success outside of the city, others have earned a living playing frequently at local venues. BJ Bando, for example, played every Friday for 3 years here at Coco Bar.
Coco Bar's been great to me. It's given me the chance to be able to perform there and show my talent to my local friends, my local fans, and people that didn't know me at all and didn't know what I did.
Early in life, Bando found that his talent may be the way to earn a living.
I started when I was 6 years old. I would sing, I would dance, and so it was always a part of me. And I said to myself, you know what, I've got a gift, and I need to use it. And if I'm able to support myself doing that, I'm going to do it.
That hobby turned into a career. He worked his way from talent shows to starting a band and acquiring his own music studio. Bando says there are still some missing pieces.
There's still a lot more work that needs to be done to get to where I am comfortable. I can start my family, have my home.
While Bando and Mack look for stardom, they appreciate their success thus far.
You meet new people and strangers that come up to you and say, hey, thank you, that's a great CD and music, and that song is, reminds me of my dad, or whatever the situation is.
Reporting for Borderzine, I'm Amy Licerio.
Pando is a favorite with the locals and has big plans for the future. He says he wants to put El Paso on the map one of these days and represent the city the best he can.
If you went to a music festival over the Memorial Day weekend, you're not alone.
City officials say the festive concerts have grown in recent years. Nadia Garcia has the story.
One of the newest festivals in El Paso is Neon Desert, a 3-day festival held downtown.
The first 3 years of the festival, it was a single-day fest, and we did about 10,000 to 12,000 people each day. Last year 4, we went to 2 days, and over those 2 days we went to 30,000 people. So here we are, year 5, a 3-day fest, 45,000 people throughout the weekend. We're seeing growth.
I think it's really cool that they're actually bringing stuff like this into the city, and that they're expanding the music scene. I think that's something that needs to be done. I feel like El Paso has a lot to offer, and I'm glad that we're taking advantage of it.
This year, the festival brought popular acts like Cascade, Cypress Hill, The Drums, and many more.
It's a big positive thing for us, I think,
I guess El Paso our personality.
Yeah, the tickets are pretty expensive, but a lot of people
they're buying them.
Yeah, no one minds because it's such big acts. So, yeah.
Neon Desert wasn't the only choice for music lovers this Memorial Day weekend. The annual KLAQ Balloon Festival attracted locals and visitors from out of town. City experts aren't surprised by the success the festival has had.
We created a program to incentivize large-scale festivals, knowing that we really needed more activity downtown. And festivals are a really healthy driver of the arts and also for the economy. And we've seen a 66% increase in festivals over that time with that very limited investment we made.
On a smaller scale, Alfresco Fridays offers free concerts every summer.
Every week that we hear this, the music is great. It's enjoyable.
The seasonal concerts have been so successful, they're now in their 13th year. While concerts and festivals are music to many ears, the city also benefits.
These events draw thousands and thousands and thousands of people throughout the region. They put people into our hotel rooms who are paying hotel occupancy tax. They're going out there visiting our restaurants, they're shopping, and they're taking back incredible stories about our community back home.
Reporting for Borderzine, I'm Nadia Garcia.
It's not unusual to hear people communicating in Spanish. Our region is a bilingual one. We bring you this next story in Spanish.
Pronto podrán volver a disfrutar de un show que mezcla historia con música y baile en El Paso. La reportera Idalí Cruz nos trae más detalles.
Después de un año de inactividad, este año regresa a los escenarios un evento en donde la cultura y la tradición son los protagonistas. Viva el Paso comienza sus presentaciones gracias a un esfuerzo conjunto entre la Universidad de Texas en El Paso, Destination El Paso y el Paso Community Foundation. Viva el Paso dice la historia del paso de 4 culturas que se mezclan. Vamos a ver un poco de swing, de 50, 60 swing. Tenemos folclórico mexicano, flamenco, jazz, un poquito de lírico y un poquito de ballet. Más de 50 bailarines y actores ensayan hasta 4 horas diarias para retomar la tradición que este show ha traído a la frontera por más de 30 años.
Es muy diferente en todos los aspectos. Otros directores, otras mentalidades, coreografías, bailes. Es un show totalmente nuevo para el público.
Con un toque fresco, la historia de nuestra región será contada a través de música y teatro que promete ser un espectáculo familiar para disfrutar este verano.
Makes you proud to be who you are, where you're from.
And I think people will love that. They're going to see themselves up on stage, and that's always, I don't know, that's always nice. It reinforces our own ideas about who we are and what we're able to do.
La puesta en escena empieza el próximo 18 de junio y puede obtener sus boletos a través de la página de internet ticketmaster.com. Informando para Borderzine, Idalí Cruz.
With summer just around the corner, people of all ages may be looking for what our city has to offer.
Museums are one option. Currently, they are working on attracting more visitors. Borderzine's Yasmin Garcia has the story.
The Museum of Art in downtown Paso is one of the 6 museums that people can visit. Each attraction caters to different needs.
Paso's art district continues to grow with various attractions that come from. However, museums are still having a hard time engaging the community.
I think the attendance has been very consistent in the last 8 years. So our museums really, I think, have a healthy drop in the community. One place we do want to see them continue to grow is to continue to be able to actually draw more people. And specifically, I think we want to start seeing more people coming in out of our community.
Philippe says interaction between museums and the community help attract more visitors. That can be a challenge for the Rubin Center at the University of Texas at El Paso. The museum exhibits contemporary art and has different programs to engage its visitors.
I think the Rubin Center grows as audiences get to know one another and get interested in the other sorts of things that are happening here. Art and politics, art and history, and that brings all different sorts of people into the Rubin Center, and then they often stay and get excited about the art that's on display.
Doyle says one of the daily challenges they face is that sometimes people don't understand the art on display.
The subject matter is difficult or challenging.
Museums are embracing those challenges by making changes to attract more people, like adding programs and bringing in more world-class exhibits. Reporting for Borderzine, Yasmin Garcia.